All right, so guys, this is Akwasi Bugati, and I'm here with my boss, Ameyaw Debrah. Boss, happy birthday.
Sorry, thank you.
Yes, 45 years of life is not easy. Yes, and so today being your birthday, we want to, me being a blogger, I want to be biased with the conversations more, right? So some years ago, let's say 15, 20 years ago, you started a path that now some of us are also thriving on it, which is the new media, the blogging and whatnot. When you were starting this career, I mean, was it out of curiosity or you really saw the future or the potential the new media has back then?
So for me, I think it was a bit of chance. It was something that was happening. I found myself in a space because after school, after uni, doing national service, social media was starting sort of, and I realized that people were liking the content I was posting. So I was like, let's just continue doing it. I didn't even know there was a name for it. Me, I was doing my thing. But because I did my national service with a magazine.
Okay.
And so a bit of the introduction was there in terms of media.
Okay.
And so it was just a conversion of whatever I was doing for the media outlet, now putting it on social media. And I realized that people were picking up, and then I got opportunity to join the Voice of Africa project, and then I was like the Ghanaian blogger for them, and I got a chance to go and speak about the project in the forum in South Africa. So it was when I went there that I realized that there's something called blogging that was new. People were doing. I'm like, but I'm doing some of this already. So when I go back, I'm like, Charlie, maybe I should brand myself as a blogger, and then one thing led to the other. It was new, but the culture around media was there already. People would read, people would watch. It's just that we are doing it on a different platform. So we were not so sure what would become of it, but we knew the potential was there. And as it kept growing, we knew that would become the future eventually. So yeah, that's how we stuck with it and kept doing it.
Okay. All right. So today, I want to use today to clear the airwaves. When we say blogging or a blogger, these days, when somebody just react to somebody's video or just place the phone, start speaking to the camera, everybody will just start calling them you are a blogger, right? So I want you to clear the airwaves. When we say somebody is a blogger, like what are things that we should see or we should notice about the person to call the person a blogger?
Well, I think the term blog has always been difficult to define because it started as people would web blogs, like pages where they were just chronicling things they were experiencing, their thought and stuff like that. And then with time, even the format started changing. Now there were introduction of audio, there was introduction of video, and so vlogs and things started coming. And so the level ground is being able to tell stories, express yourself, communicate whatever you have, if it's an opinion, if it's an experience you're sharing. But I think for me, a lot of the time, the blog part shows that personal touch to it. So it's a reflection of what you're experiencing, your thoughts are, what your opinions are. But now the formats are changing. What people are consuming are changing. So because blogging was that thing that was accessible and led it itself easily for people to refer to. That's why a lot of things that happen in the space, everything within new media, people tend to say it's blogging. But I think the style of doing it matters. The way it's done also matters before you can call something a blog or a blogger. But it's a thin line regardless because things are changing, ways of doing it are changing as well. So, yeah, but a lot of what is happening now, technically, I wouldn't say it's blogging. Yeah,
You wouldn't call it as blogging.
sometimes there's no element of self in there. There's no element of storytelling. There's no element of expression in there. So by that technicalities, you would think that it's not a blog.
It's not
Yeah,
a blog.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that means technically the traditional media who also taking advantage of social media to also share, communicate to their audience online. We can also not call it as blogging, right?
No, it wouldn't be a blog because
That's like
it's just an
media.
extension
Media.
of the media work they are doing. So you so for instance, let's say a TV3.
Okay.
A TV3 staff can now do a blog
Okay.
that they will post as a blog within the platform. So they themselves posting it by nature may not be a
Make it a blog.
yeah, but
Okay.
because of
But
the content and the nature they are doing it, whatever that content is can now be referred to as a blog. So the style of all of those things should matter.
okay, so like to you, blog is more about personality. You as a personality, when your audience are able to connect with
Connect with
you
you.
personally.
And then you're sort of telling that story. You are telling a story, whether it's your opinion, you're reviewing something, that helps to identify it.
As a blog.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, all right. So, so now people who have found or see this as something, okay, this is something I also have passion about. They want to do it, but then as we speak, I don't think there is any formal education as to
What
for
it-
somebody to go and get that education to become a blogger. So
Yeah,
everybody is just
I
doing
think
it.
that's the beauty of it because it's not a course that you're going to learn and then they'll stamp it on you that you're a blogger. Even if you have not gone to school and you can express yourself in Chi, you can tell your story in Chi. That you've been given a medium, a channel to express yourself. So you can be a blogger and you are speaking to, you are doing pidgin.
Yeah,
It's not
local
so
language.
much an elite club with based on what you are doing. It's just your ability to communicate and carry your audience along, so they feel like they are with you. They are yeah. So yeah,
Okay, so if I understand you very well, when you pick your phone and you start videoing people at places, you are not a blogger.
I wouldn't technically a blogger. Maybe it depends on what you're doing. Somebody can do this, and then he'll do it in the form of a vlog. He's like, "Oh, today I'm here. This is it," and so there's more context to it. So it's a context and the nature of what they are doing that you
How you present
how you present it. Then it's a vlog
blog,
or something like that. But if it's just
you just
yeah,
videoing people and
and then
posting
yeah,
it.
but you may video and then maybe you put a description also in there. But then again, I would. It depends on how you're describing the videos and all of that. So for me, there's some intentionality to it. It's not just
Getting the
because
video,
it's on on a social media platform. Automatically, it is
a blog.
yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. But the last time you posted something on Facebook, I don't know. You don't really talk about things. So when you start talking about things, it means something has really touched you.
What was it about?
You spoke about these days how bloggers
Because-
present
So
themselves.
even that post was not by me. It was by so on my Facebook page, I have one person who from the team that
Helps you
also
manage.
Emmanuel. You know Emmanuel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's Emmanuel.
Okay,
So
okay, okay,
that
okay,
post
okay.
came from
No,
Emmanuel.
but anytime like people will read it and
Yeah.
feel like
Because
yeah,
they wouldn't know, but it's only when if I take a screenshot from my end, then you see that it's specified that this
from
person is the
you.
one who
Oh, okay.
posted it under my name.
Oh, okay.
But I think I remember. I think something happened. I think he had gone to probably. I think it was the funeral for what's her name, the late prior 8 years, Beverly.
Beverly.
So
Okay,
I think
okay.
I think a lot of things happened. Then that's why he wrote that.
triggered that-
Yes, and then I
that
think the manager for Beverly also had said something. He later said something as well. So for me now all tied in. So yeah, sometimes it's not me writing.
posting. But
Right.
did you agree with him on some of the things he shared in that post?
So again, I didn't even read the whole thing.
whole
I just read because sometimes when those things happen, I only know it's there because of comments. Because
Comments,
I get
yeah. When it
notification
starts
and
coming.
people start going in.
Okay.
So sometimes I go in and see what people are saying, and then if I have to respond to some,
Some
but I think by and large, a lot of people were
into
agreeing
it.
to it, and then uh, just around that period, I also saw Beverly's manager's
Manager.
video, and then I shared it as well. So it added some context to
Context to
what
the
what was
message.
happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, but if in when we want lessons about, let's say, hip life, or Ghanaian hip life, maybe we go to our Bradford,
Yeah,
Reginald
you
Stone. Yeah. So now when we the bloggers too, when we want when we want some tips or some things that, I mean, going forward, things keep evolving,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So from where you started to where it has gotten to now, if we want to make these things sustainable to help us also add up to the fourth estate that we are, because directly or indirectly we are under the fourth estate, which is the media, right? So what are some of the things you think we can also do to help this thing become sustainable rather than becoming a nuisance in
Yes.
one way or the other?
Yeah, so I think once we've taken it upon ourselves to do it, we must do it and do it well. Because the danger is now a lot of people look at what we are doing and think that we are doing a bad job. It may be a few people, but whatever they do gets so popular that it taints everybody. So I think uh, for the growth that we need, it will only happen when over the long journey, people still see what we're doing as credible and relevant.
Relevant.
But if we bastardize it, everybody like, oh, as for bloggers, that's how they are. As for content creators, that's what they are. So nobody is taking you serious. Eventually, the value for what you're doing goes
Goes
down,
down.
and it may not be as promising as what we see now. So I think it's important that everybody in the space, players, come together and decided, let's do it and do it well. Uh, to be honest, some of the things that people do, at the end of the day, it doesn't even reward them that much. So you ask, so what's the point?
Point.
For clicks, for a little attention, or what? But people should look at it for and want it in a long. Well, I mean, my website will be 20 years in some few years, and although people are not reading websites as much, I still have it, and it serves a good purpose as a reference point for a lot of things, and so it's still going while we do everything else. So once you do it and do it well, you are laying the foundation for things in the future, and nothing dies for stays forever. Nothing dies. It's a recycle. A lot of the fashion that is cool now became cool sometime, and then they died out, and then they're coming back now.
Okay.
At a time, tight things were cool back then in the 60s, and so if thought baggy became the cool thing, Titans came back again. Baggy is making a way, street fashion. So a lot of the things are recycled.
Okay.
And imagine building a brand like a Versace or whatever that is timeless, serves generation, whatever the
Centuries.
trend is, you fit in there. I think that's what people
Look
should look
at.
at,
Okay.
even for the media.
Okay, even for the media. All right. So before as a blogger or as a new media person, before you hit post or before you hit on the post button, what what is that two or three things you should ask yourself before you hit that post?
Well, is this really what you want people to see? Is it ready for people to consume it? Are you sure and happy about what you're putting out there? Once you've checked the box for these things, I think you've done that self sort of checking for it to go out. I think nowadays people see gatekeeping as a bad word. It's been made evil because maybe somebody like Shatawale would say gatekeepers have done this, so gatekeeping has become a bad thing. But in reality, gatekeeping is good. And for me, as somebody who learned editing in university, you realize that you are that barrier. You are the gatekeeper. So what you decide to go for people to consume impact on them uh, as much as it impacts on you. So it's a role you don't take lightly, and gatekeeping, as in you check and say this content, is it necessary for the people? Somebody has released a sex tape. Is it important that you push their video? What is it going to achieve in the end of the day? Is the damage more than, so you check all those things, and that's the beauty of gatekeeping, that as media people we should cherish and not just let go.
Okay. All right. All right. So I think we've had enough on that tangent. So let's go to the 45 years of life. I mean, if you learned a lot these days, we the youth, or we those that are coming up, um, the kind of pressures that society and social media and everything is putting on us. What would you tell us? Because sometimes you feel like it's the success we are looking for is not coming early.
Yeah,
Like we
no.
want this car right now, we want
Yeah,
this right
yeah,
now. We want.
yeah.
I mean, you've done 45 years. What would you tell us? What should we?
This man is making me feel like I'm 50 years, Charlie. But I mean, I think it's just uh, wanting the best. Um, if you're doing something, I know we're in a generation where everything is glammed up. It looks like we have influencers, we have content creators pushing things in your face, all the cool things, but even the machinery behind that we don't know. And so the pressures and thinking that it's easy for everybody to be successful at what they do is there. But we should understand that life is not like that. We go through curves. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you have to take a long time to build before it takes off. Once we understand that, then it grounds us. It makes us ready for the journey ahead. And like you're saying, I mean, I keep saying that if I think that distractions in the world is intense now, I'm waiting for my son to be 15, 16, and then I wonder what that world is going to be like. Even as when we were in school, we thought we had enough distraction from our books and what matters, but now it's staring us right in the face, and there's a lot that. But we have to grow our mind, and I think it's important. This generation has a lot adjusted. Last time I was fighting somebody at home because I think we were watching the finals of the World Cup,
Okay.
and when they were singing the national anthem, he came to me and was like, "Oh, so is it true that this country they don't have a national anthem?" Somebody said that, and I'm like, "You're in university. If somebody has said this and it seems weird to you, why don't you research and find out? Because even now you just can click and find." But rather you are excited by it and you are carrying it on instead of really checking and knowing. So that's the danger of where we are becoming. Information and everything is so accessible that we are not using our faculties as much as we should. And it's a danger. So I'll tell a lot of people that they should go back and use the mind. And AI is there, but AI can only do so much. You, at the end of the day, must be equipped enough to say, what this person has made so easy? Is it all easy? Is there a mistake? And yeah, it's difficult, but yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. I mean, to close the curtain on this conversation, I think earlier today, during I mean, the vibes, the party, and all of that, I heard something like you are very good at pioneering everything that comes new. How do you see, no, how do you see things that when they come, like when they come fresh, no, you want to take, like,
And going,
understand, know how, what's the
I think it's a culture that I built into when I started being online.
Okay.
Because so what would happen is if there's a new platform, I try to get in early because I understand that sometimes it's difficult building communities and audience within those platforms. And sometimes all you need is to get in easy earlier and then build as it grows. So that has been at the back of my mind for a long time. So that's what I do. So I think that conversation, someone was talking about AI music and all
Yes,
of that.
yes.
Yeah. So for me, I've loved music. Unfortunately, I have a terrible voice. So if I'm able to write the kind of music
Lyrics
I want, and then have somebody
to sing
to
it.
sing it the way I want with some prompts here and there, then it's creative. It's, I'm achieving what I want, and it's a good balance. So for me, that's what I do when something new is coming. And to tell you the truth, I hated AI because of how people were projecting. It's like it's everything. It's taking over. You must be there. But I think when you understand what you want out of it, then it makes better sense. And so that's how we use it, even when it comes to our writing, when it comes to report, whatever we are doing, it's using it and using it well. Not thinking that I feel like it's the do it all kind of thing, or yeah. I mean, I hate hype. So when AI was coming, it was all hype, 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 and I was like, Charlie Abraham. And then I started using
But
it,
when you started
and
using it
yeah,
now,
and
it's
then I was
becoming
using
more.
it for very specific tasks and understanding it, and then the hype started. I just hate hype. I just hate hype.
Okay, so you guys shouldn't be surprised if AI music category, like awards music category, comes in. I mean, it's winning because
they for
because
nominate
right
me.
right now you have like 5 songs in AI
Yeah,
already.
so I have an EP. I have 3 releases. I mean, I have 2 releases. One for the Black Stars, and then one for my birthday.
Okay.
All of them are on all platforms, streaming platforms. The artist name is Project Ameyaw. So if you've not
Project
heard of
Ameyaw.
Project Ameyaw,
Okay.
it's the AI version of me,
Of
of
you.
Tonyum Ruff.
Wow, guys. So yes, so this is it was nice talking to our boss, our leader, our godfather in this industry we find ourselves, and I hope you guys learned something from him as well. So before we leave, you have any message that you want to give to the audience or Ghanaians wherever they are, maybe
Charlie,
or the
I
world?
just want to say thanks for supporting us. I've become old, but also bringing along the young guys who they really work hard. And it's sometimes sad when actions of other people sort of goes and make you feel like people are jokers, but these are people who are committed to growing and to what they are doing. So thanks for the support over the years. Thanks for the support for the space that we are building. And together we can only make it better.
Okay, together we can only make it better. All right, bye, guys.